All right, so it's practically like it's the last day before these kids go back to school. And of course, I gotta take them to the park because we're doing those screens today. So they about to play soccer. And y'all about to watch me on live jump rope. All the way over there. So I just had to go to Five Below to buy the young man a buy him a soccer ball because we didn't have a soccer ball. So what's the best way for me to jump rope? So my son, who's 10, he was like, Mommy, you know how to jump rope? I'm like, yeah. So I want to know real quick. So speaking of jump roping, my son asked me if I knew how to jump rope, and I'm telling him, yeah, I know how to jump rope. So ultimately, I went to school during the time I graduated high school in 2006. Let me just put it like that. So I was explaining to him about anybody remember Jump Rope for Heart, which was a crazy time because it was like you would have to get donations, and how much ever the people gave you in donations is how much you had to jump rope. And it was for the American Heart Institute or the American Heart. They still around. Whatever the heart organization is today, Jump Rope for Heart is what we used to do. So I want to know if that only is that a shared memory, because that was something we did in like middle school where it was like to collect money for heart disease. It was called Jump Rope for Heart. Anywho, long story short, I was cleaning out my back. I found my jump rope, and my son was like, Mommy, do you know how to jump rope? And I'm like, yeah, I know how to jump rope. And I was telling him about how in PE in grade school or whatever, elementary, middle school, jump roping was a criteria. Like they actually taught you how to jump rope, and you had to jump rope, and that's how you used to get a grade in PE. So, anywho, let me back up a little bit. Oh, shoot, do I not know how to jump rope? Oh, I'm tired. And it's not cold like they said it was going to be. Oh, look. You saw my trick? Oh, I'm tired. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Yeah, so I was talking about, hey, yo, girl. So listen, so yeah, I brought the kids to the park. They playing soccer. I'm jump roping. But my son asked me, did I know how to jump rope? And I had to tell him, like, yeah. But I was also telling him about Jump Rope for Heart when I was in middle school, elementary and middle school. The American Heart Organization, or whatever they call now. Oh, I'm out of breath. They used to have us doing jump roping for donations. And so, like, let's say somebody gave you $10, you had to do 10 jumps. Somebody gave you $20, you had to do 20 jumps. But you was collecting the money to fight, like, heart disease or heart whatever. They used to just have us doing anything when we was kids. Y'all arguing? Can't even get a good workout in because you got to watch these kids. Yeah, I think his goal can't be all the way over there. His goal so far. How about you just make the goal? That's what I'm saying. Just use one goal. Oh, okay. You know, I'm a mom. I got to regulate. And I ain't got on the right for how to be jumping, but it is what it is. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube, please, and thank you. So I've been on YouTube a long time. As far So I've been on YouTube a long time. As far as like mine 4 years apart. 4 years, 6 months apart. They argue like cats and dogs. 14 and 10. All day, every day. That's why I said if I do 50 jumps a day, because I walk a mile a day, and I'm up like a mile and a half. I'm doing that for the last 2 years. Walking like helps combat depression anyways. So I walk a mile and a half a day. Like, that's easy. I don't care what I'm doing. Also, I have a dog. So walking a mile a day is easy. It's easy before I wouldn't walk the dog. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, so I walk a mile either way. But if I'm not doing Pilates, if I'm not doing Pure Barre, I'm going to walk. So I get it's not about the steps. It's really just about getting in the air and just being outside, getting my vitamin D. But I'm going to incorporate jump roping. And I do every now and then. I also have kangaroo shoes. Something happened here on TikTok. What is this? Okay. Anywho, so I put I'm gonna incorporate jumping, but I have kangaroo shoes. I have old videos on my TikTok where I would be jumping with the kangaroo shoes. And let me tell you something, if you want your waist slim, trim, and too thin, just jump rope. Really, you could just walk. But if you really want that tone, like the legs to be toned and everything, just jump. Yeah, for me, activity, I do yard work. I have a garden. Like I have like I always say, if you're a homeowner, it's easy to get your activity in. Yes. Okay. So that means you got to get the ball from all the way over here to all the way over there if that's going to be your goal. Okay, go ahead. That's why you should have wore tennis shoes. Yeah, I think, the thing about it is it comes in waves and it comes in seasons. And I think sometimes we don't want to beat ourselves up about not being active. For me, I learned how to play basketball so I could play with my son. And we be doing one-on-one. We be legit at the park doing one-on-one. Woo. Oh yeah. So what I found is because I have a doctorate in health science, I do wellness assessments for people to kind of help them figure out because there's 7 areas of wellness, right? So being active might be one, but again, because you work from home, it would make sense to say, okay, on my breaks, let me go walk, or walking in the morning after the kids go to school or before they go to school or whatever, finding time to walk in the evening. But doing it typically when the sun is out is great, and for Black women, because it helps us combat depression so that we can get our vitamin D, because the melanin. Y'all resting? Ooh. I want to skip, but skipping ain't it today. All right, who gonna count for me? I gotta do 50. Woo! 2 or 3, 44, 45. Woo! Ooh, they counted for me. I did 50. Oh, 50 was hard. Yes, ma'am. Not mine. Why you leaving out? Nobody over there. Right, but I gotta go with you. No, you're not going over there by yourself. Stay on this. Thank you. So I just did 50 jumps. Take my little rest in between. Not too much resting. Welcome to the live. All right. I'm gonna do 50 more. That's gonna give me 100. Yeah, make it hard. Get all the way to one end, all the way. Anybody know how to double dutch? I haven't double dutched since I was in middle school, so I don't know if I still got it. 4, 5, 6. Oh, what you want me to do? Okay, hold on. Look. I missed it. These kids be like, do a trick, do a trick. So we used to be like, look, okay, look, like. I only have one in me. So it's a beautiful day outside. All right, so Black Girls Say Something airs every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can tune in wherever you listen to podcasts. We're on so many platforms: iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor FM, YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. If you are a Spotify member or a member of Spotify, we do have subscriber-only episodes available on the podcast as well. So be active, get jumping. Oh. And whatever you do, don't stop. Get started. Get started today.